Hey guys, I think I should be live. If anyone can give me a heads up if they hear me, I'd appreciate it. Uh, yeah, I think you guys should be able to hear me. So anyway, I'm Olvadia, also known as Big Edie on certain parts of the internet. Today we're going to be continuing with our creation of the rare words package. So for anyone who wasn't with us last time, the rare words package is a package that's going to allow you to mark a region or mark your whole buffer and then search for rare words in that buffer. And last time we were working on this, we made a little bit of progress. So what we did was we found a list of the most frequent words in the English language, and we were able to sort of massage that list. And the idea is to put that list, the ranked list, in a SQL database along with all other English words. And anything in that ranked list is going to be considered a common or semi-common word, whereas anything that's not in that list is going to be considered rare. And the reason we're using a dictionary of all the words in the English language is because we only want to mark the words that are rare, that are actual English words, but not common words, right? We don't want to mark made up words. So that's the general idea that we're trying to do here. We made a little bit of progress last time, and we were also kind of stuck on a bug where we had some duplicates. So just to kind of recap what we had last time, we were we had downloaded that list that I mentioned, and it looks something like this. So we had what they're calling a lemma, which we can kind of think of as the root word. And then we had all of these inflections, so kind of like derived forms from that root word. And my idea was to have all of the inflections have the same rank as what their root word is. So I don't want like B, the word B, to be a common word where like something like R is rare or semi-common or whatever, just because they're really the same word. So the idea was to assign each inflection the same rank as the lemma that it belongs to. One of the issues we had to deal with was that some of these lemmas were there multiple times. So the reason they were there multiple times is because they might be they might serve different parts of speech. Like there might be a word that is both a noun and a verb. So an example of a word I found that was in this list multiple times was the word God. So maybe. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we found. Like it's in there actually three times. So twice with capital God and once with lowercase God. And so what I decided to do was it has a frequency for each lemma, and I wanted to take all of the frequencies and add them up. So if the word has the same spelling, I'm going to consider that one single word. I'm not going to worry about the part of speech, and I'm not going to worry about, words that have multiple meanings that are spelled the same. I'm just going to define them all as one word. And what I intended on doing was adding up the frequencies for each time it appears in this list and having a single frequency per word. And so what we did when we did that was we came up with with something like this. So you can see the lemma, you can see where it's ranked, and the sum frequency here. This is the summed frequency from that original data frame we just talked about. Hey Glenn, how's it going? Nice to see you. I'm sorry if there is a bit of a delay between when I respond to you and when you send the chat. When I was testing it out earlier, it seemed like there was maybe 20 to 30 seconds. So I have it at the lowest latency that YouTube allows. So I'm hoping that it's not too much of a problem. Maybe Twitch is maybe this is why everybody streams on Twitch, just because this latency is It's kind of hard, I think, if you're trying to interact. But nice to see you again. I'm glad you could make it. So we created this lemma frequency, and we also created this lemma forms data frame. And what this was just we had the inflections broken out. So you can see that the inflections here, they are just the same inflections that we originally had for the word be. Right, so we have B, am. Here we have B, am, are, been, being. That's the same ones we see up top. And they all have the same frequency as the lemma that they belong to. So that was the idea that we were trying to do last time, and then we were trying to take that and make a ranked list out of that. So that was what this forms rank, this last line up top here. That's what that was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a ranked list of all inflections based on the lemma. So if we look at that one, we had exactly what we were wanting. There was a problem with it though, because if we look at for duplicates, right? We have some. I thought we had some last time. Okay, maybe not. Where were we finding those duplicates, Glenn? Do you remember? Maybe it wasn't this one. Let me spell something. Oh, I was looking at inflections. Yeah, so when we looked at just the inflections instead of the inflections with the rank, we find 19 duplicates. And I was kind of thinking about this problem yesterday, and I think Glenneth actually made a comment about how are we accounting for like capitalization. And I think that's actually what's going on, because that word God, right? Like you notice that it had capital and lowercase forms of it, and we're not really making everything lowercase until a little bit later. And I think that's the issue. I think if we bring this up here, bring this to the very top, I think that'll actually solve the issue, because I think what's happening is that when we yeah, okay, so when we're doing this sum up here, right, like when we're doing this group by, we're having an entry there for the capital God and the lowercase god. And so I think if we just move this to the top here, then we won't have that. And so let's just eval the whole buffer and try it again. Yeah, that fixed the issue. I think it was just an issue of capitalization. So I'm glad that we've gotten that. So where do we go from here? I guess we can start putting things. I guess we can start putting things into a into a SQLite database at this point. Let me think about the best way to do this. Let's try creating a dictionary. I think that might help. We'll do sort values on the is it some frequency? I think it's some frequency. I think we want to do it on some frequency. So let's add a few fields up here. I think we want more than just inflections and rank. I think we probably want to keep inflections, rank, and probably some frequency here as well. So let's look at it one more time. Let's add a few more. Oh man, we've got this issue again. How do we solve that last time? That was also a capitalization issue, if I remember, but we had fixed that, and I thought this would take care of it. I'm gonna turn off eglot mode. It's just taking up too much screen space. Oh, maybe I turned it on. How do I turn off eglot mode? Eglot shut down. Didn't fix it. Oh well. So what's the issue here? Lemma frequency df head first 20. The I is still capitalized. Why is the I capitalized? We ran this. Why would it still be capitalized? Just run it one more time manually. Uh, that does lowercase it, but this assignment doesn't work. It works there. Okay. Oh, because I'm doing a df.group by, so it goes back to the original data frame. Hmm. Well, I wonder if we could just, instead of doing lemma frequency df here, we could just do df, just lowercase all the lemmas. Let's send buffer again. Line 19. Probably turn on line numbers. Oh, comment that out. Okay. Okay, now we do have what it's supposed to be. We look at forms rank df.head 20. Make sure that the I is indeed assigned to rank 2. Okay, that seems to be solving it. What if we look at forms rank df inflections dot duplicated sum? Dots. 0. Good. So we have, I think we have it working how we want. One more time, we'll look at forms rank df head, and what I want is a dictionary that goes from inflection to rank. And I think what I want to do I think I want to just re-rank everything just to be safe. Let's say inflections. We'll say keep. We'll only want to keep the first one. We'll say to dict, maybe. No, actually, first, let's do set index inflections. I think that'll do it. Not defined. Inflection rank. Okay, I have not finished something clearly. Drop duplicates. Close. Okay, let's do this one at a time. what I expect. Also what I expect. So yeah, we set index to inflections. A little confused as to why that's not working. Okay, maybe we're being too cute. Maybe there's just a simpler way to do this. How do we go from data frame to dictionary? Samples, call one, call two, df.toDict. Okay, so really all we need is oh, I always forget the syntax here. Oh, because we said yeah, okay. We'd be working with the wrong thing. That's the issue. All right. Oak inflections. Is that right? No, that's still not right. Oh, I should know this. A single label, a list of arrays of labels, a slice object with labels. Okay. You have to load Viper, Sidewinder. Okay, so the columns are the second. I want inflections and right. I'll just do to dict here. Seems like it works. All right, that's the one we're going to go with. They're getting way too cute over there. So let's just see if it works. We'll say the word is I. Should be number 2. No? How about B? Hmm. Oh, it maps something totally different. It mapped frequencies. Why did it do that? Okay, now if I do, just make it simple here. Second, put 0 and 5. And we'll do 2 big. What do we get? What I, oh. Hmm. Oh, it's using the index. I don't want the index. I just want the so I need to look at how toDict works. What if I did 0 to 5? And we'll say dot set index inflections. Yeah, I mean, it's using the line number, basically. This is confusing. New series to dictionary. What does Stack Overflow say? Okay, let's use this one. So pd.series, we want forms rank df dot rank dot values index equals df dot inflections. Let's just look at now. Hmm. What does that mean it has no value? That's not what I was hoping for. Did I kill it? Okay, let's kill this. Oh, that stopped. I'm gonna create a temporary temporary data frame with just the first like maybe 10 values of forms rank df to work with to see if I can actually get this to work. That way we don't have weird things like we just had a second ago. So temp df.rank. Why would it not have dot values? I mean, that's a series, right? Function object has no values. Should be a series. Okay. Oh, gosh. Rank is a keyword, isn't it? I think that's what's going on. There we go. Yeah, rank is a keyword. Sorry about that. That was way more difficult than it should be. We can go back to doing forms rank. And forms rank data frame. And we'll say inflections to rank equals that. That's what we're initially trying to do. And let's look up a few. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah, thanks. It's such a silly error to get tripped up by, but yeah, who knows? Yeah, that stuff happens. I had an issue once at work where, our data is supposed to be pretty clean, and I assumed it was clean, and I was working with the CSV file, loading it into a program that expected a certain format of data, and no matter what I did, I was getting I was getting issues with uh, the file format being incorrect, and there were like millions of lines of records. And I remember finding that one of the data fields someone had fat fingered a comma into, and that was what was causing the whole thing to blow up. And it was just like I spent hours trying to track that stupid comma down, and it was just such an annoying error to run into. And it's just kind of like this. It's just such a stupid little thing to get tripped up by, but I guess this is the kind of thing that happens when you're coding. All right. So now that we've got that, let me copy that into the code. Now that we've got that, let's go ahead and create that SQL database. And I don't remember off the top of my head how to do it in Python. So back to Qt browser we go. Okay, so do I need to have a database already created, or can I? Let's just try it. Let's try it. What the heck? Working in the wrong Emacs. And I'm back to trying to evaluate Lisp. All right. So now that we have that, let's say con equals SQLite 3.connect words.db. Will that create it? Let's check eShell. Yeah, it did. Cool. Okay. And then back to Qt browser. This one. Con.cursor and then cursor.execute. Okay. Then can we just do create table dictionary word? What's the longest word in the English language? Let's just say, I don't know, let's say 100. Let's say rank, make that an integer. And then we do SQLite. SQLite 3 dot open words.db. And we do select star from dictionary. No such table. I thought that would do it. Let's go back to Qt browser and see why that doesn't work. Oh, you need a commit statement. Okay. Got Work, it will just work now. Maybe I need to restart it. Still no table. Well, you know you know anything about SQLite? Or anybody else who might be watching know anything about SQLite? Let's see. Do I need to close? Maybe I need to close it or something. Okay, it seems to have worked that time, so maybe I just did not. Maybe I just didn't execute it or something because it's not giving me an error this time, so that's promising. Okay, so I think what we want to do now is we're talking about creating a dictionary of words, right? So we want to find a dictionary with all the words and inflections in the English language, and so as prep work for this, so I wasn't looking for it during the stream. I happened to find one. Looked decent to me. I mean, I can't verify it, but if you look at this words alpha.text, can we view raw? I don't know. That looked like really good. If we look at like the word be, well, maybe we look at something harder. Yeah, like if you look at the word abbreviate, it looks like it's got like a lot of different inflections there. So I think this is a decent list, and I think I'm going to use it. So I will go to eShell and download this list. And what I'm going to do now is open it up real quick just to make sure everything is in fact lowercase. I misspelled it. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I misspelled it. We'll mark the whole buffer and we'll say lowercase. Save and quit. And now back to Python. And let's go ahead and do that. We'll say with open words alpha.text as f. Say for x in f. And we'll say cur.execute f. Insert into dictionary values. X.strip. Inflections to rank.get x.strip. And so the reason I'm using get here is because if I don't find the word, I can have it just be some default really high value. This list that we're using has about 500,000 words, so 10 million should be high enough. Close that, and then close that, I think. Do I need these here? Why do I have these here? Why do I think I need those? Oh, for... Really, it should be this way, right? It doesn't SQL use single quotes for strings. Close my string, close the execute statement, and let's try it. We'll comment this out since it's already created. Send the region. Object has no commit. Huh. Why? It worked just a second ago. Annoying. Yeah, I'm a little lost as to why it's telling me that. Database is locked. Okay. Let's go to eShell. We'll remove words.db and start over. Oh, okay. I see what I did. It should not be cur.commit. It should be on.commit. Let me just try. Okay, let's try one more time. We'll delete words.db. And let's delete words.db journal as well. Back to Python. We will try this whole thing one more time. Seems to work that time. Okay, cool. So let's actually check. SQLite 3. Select star from dictionary where word equals B. Hey, that's pretty cool. That gets me to what I need. Let's try a couple of others. Let me go up here, go to Python. Look at df.head. Let's try the word and. That should be rank 5. Cool. Yeah, I think that's working. So we have a SQLite dictionary now. And I think that sort of finishes our job of parsing that Excel file. So I suppose we could jump into eLisp now, but I feel like this is probably a decent spot to stop. Sorry about all the hiccups today. I mean, a lot of time just figuring out how to make a dictionary and then to get the SQLite 3 thing to work. But it does feel like we made some progress, and I think next time we will open up an eLisp file finally. And I'm hoping, I think we've done like the real hard work now. What we'll do next time is we'll just have we'll have eLisp tap into this SQLite database that we created to find what each word, the rank of each word in a buffer, and then create an overlay if it happens to be a rare word. So I think that's the goal for next time. I'm going to try to have this done before Thanksgiving. The whole thing. I'm hoping to submit it to MELPA. So I'll probably try to stream again tomorrow night. I don't think that I can stream over Thanksgiving, so I would like to have this done before then. So I'll try to stream every night until this is done. If you guys watched Glenneth, I really appreciate you staying with me. It gives me some motivation to keep going. Anyone else who was here, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.